Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, thank you so much for joining us for another edition, guys. We miss you guys out there. We've been pretty busy last week, so we're back on schedule, I believe, at least for today. We'll take it one day at a time. But thank you so much, guys. This is your midday moment with Dr. Larry Carnes, Elder Kevin Vaughan here with you. Doc, optimum blessings to you, sir. Always good to see you, sir. Appreciate
I
your time.
receive an optimal blessings to you.
Amen. I received, Doc. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, trust you're having a great day, productive day. Some of you are at work during your lunchtime, maybe, or whatever, and those are off, business, whatever. Thank you so much for being with us. This is your midday. For those who don't know, we've been talking, man, changing my life. I don't know about y'all out there, changing my life, the power of transformation and the transformational process, folks. Doc has been teaching this for a while, along with the optimum return and so much other teaching because he's an awesome coach, mentor, and he's a great trainer as well in the area of what I call personal development and even deeper than that. So, for sure, no doubt about that. But, ladies and gentlemen, the power of transformation is real. We trust those who've been listening to Doc and myself for a while that you have been learning something. Hopefully, you guys are moving forward in your own lives as well. I know I'm benefiting. I'll just talk about me today. I'm benefiting real well about this process on the power of transformation. Doc, thank you so much for your time. Folks, this is your midday.
Optimum blessings. We want to extend the optimum blessings to those of you who are watching. We do that by decreeing and declaring the greatest and most favorable degree of God's growth, increase, and reproduction, continuously operating, manifesting, and being demonstrated in every area of your lives. You will be wise to receive that. I receive it on a daily basis for myself.
Yeah.
Uh, and talking about transformation, the process of transformation, I was doing something earlier and looking at something, and
Mm-hmm.
it continues to deal with the renewing of the mind. When you
Mm.
think about the mind and renewing the mind, because when we talk about transformation, it's all about an internal process. You have to understand this.
Yes,
We
sir.
talk about the mind, you talk about your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. We haven't talked about those distinctions in a moment, but we talk about the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Your
Mm-hmm.
conscious mind is your awareness. It's what you're aware of. You're conscious of it. You are
Yes, sir.
aware of it. Your subconscious mind gives birth to what you feed it. So your subconscious mind is the womb of your conscious mind because it receives what you consciously impregnated with, what you
Mm-hmm.
consciously penetrated with, what you consciously feed it. Now,
Yes, sir.
your subconscious mind will receive it, incubate it, and give birth to it. With that in mind, your subconscious mind then impregnates and penetrates your subconscious spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, then the subconscious spirit.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
your subconscious spirit gives birth to what your subconscious mind impregnates it with. Both the subconscious mind and the subconscious mind doesn't try to figure out if it's true, if it's
Mm-hmm.
false, if it's right, if it's wrong. It's going to receive what you consciously feed it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what it's going to give birth to.
Yes,
With
sir.
that being said, it kind of sets us up for what I wanted to address, what we want to address
Yes, sir.
here today. The renewing of the mind is a, watch this now, it's a spiritual impartation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You have to get that. It's not intellectual, not psychological. It's
Yes.
spiritual, but it has psychological impact.
Yes.
Now, the brain deals with the psychological aspect of your I amness. But renewing the spirit of the mind is a spiritual impartation. Here's something that I want to share with you. Let me give it to you the way that it's written down as I was looking here earlier.
Yes, sir.
Walking, however, in the reality of a renewed mind requires deliberate participation on our part.
Yeah. Yeah, Doc. Yeah.
See, there has to be something that's deliberate and it requires participation on our part. Now listen to this. Transformation and the renewing of the spirit of your mind does not happen automatically.
Right.
It's not going to automatically happen. It's going to require some effort. Transformation takes place. Why? Because we choose to participate in the process of transformation. That's why con- con- continuously, consistently tell you it's the process that's the important part.
Yeah.
Because if you don't get involved in the process,
Yeah.
you will not be a benefactor of the process and there will be no power. The power doesn't see, the power is the end product. You have to keep it in its proper perspective.
Mm-hmm.
The power is the end product of the process. Without the process, you will not walk in the manifestation and the reality of the power.
Yeah,
You
Doc.
can't get there without the process.
Right.
Now, when you look at that, I want you to get something here. The
Wow.
question is, how do you participate in the process? I was thinking about that as I was meditating, working on some stuff a bit earlier. Because,
Mm-hmm.
see, now, while I've been sitting and preparing, I've been preparing myself to enter into the process of going to work out.
Okay.
See, I have to go and work out today.
Yes, sir.
Now, if I sit here and don't allow myself to already be engaged in the process, the preparation for doing it, I won't go and work out today.
All right.
I'll take this as an off day. I'll say, okay, this is an off day. This is a down day because I ministered yesterday. And when you minister the way that I minister, it takes a lot out of you. So you just kind of relax yesterday. You'll let that carry on over into today now.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And that means things that are important, you will put on the back burner and
Mm-hmm.
let that which is not significant replace it. Why? Because I didn't give the significance to it that I should
Mm-hmm.
give to it. So I
Wow.
start to psychologically,
Yeah, Doc.
spiritually prepare my mind to
Yeah.
participate in the See, the process starts before I get to the gym.
Yeah. Yeah.
The process has already started in the spirit of my mind.
Yes, sir.
So that's where it starts. So your mind has to be prepared to engage before
Woo.
you go to physically engage.
Wow.
Now, with that being said, how do you participate? By intentionally re-educating yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
participate by intentionally re-educating myself to align with my created purpose. The transformation, renewing the spirit of your mind,
Mm-hmm.
you have to intentionally re-educate yourself to
Yeah.
align with your created purpose. And therein lies another question. What
Yeah.
is your created purpose?
Yeah,
See,
Doc.
what's your purpose? Here we go. See, we're talking about renewing the spirit of the mind. So, what is your purpose? Well, you must ask yourself this question. The
Mm-hmm.
first thing that you must ask is, what is my purpose? And now, how do I identify my purpose? How do you identify your purpose? See, you won't know your purpose if you can't identify your purpose. Well, your purpose is contained within the purpose of humanity. So you began to identify your purpose by identifying the purpose of humanity,
Yeah.
because identifying your purpose within the purpose of humanity. Well, what's the purpose of humanity? Now you have to go to the book and see who created you.
Mm-hmm.
See, the power of transformation, the process of transformation. Now
Mm-hmm.
you're going to have to find out your place of origin because that's where you identify your purpose. When you discover your place of origin, you'll
Yeah.
find that your purpose is contained in the place of your original, see where you originally came from.
Yeah.
And your place of origin says that your purpose is to have dominion and authority, to subdue, replenish, and multiply. Now, this is what happens. You have
Yeah.
to renew your mind and the spirit of your mind to that original intent. Why? Because something occurred because all of humanity had a disconnect. Now, when humanity had a disconnect, it disconnected you from your purpose, and you were not even here physically yet.
Yeah. Exactly, Doc.
So, see, that's something that you had no control over. But what you do have control over is reconnecting to your original purpose because there's a way for you to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So now
Wow.
you must identify your I amness. We talk about your I factor. Now you must identify your I amness from the perspective of knowing your place of origin and finding out what your original purpose was. What was the original intent of the Creator? Why am I created? Because when I know why I'm created within the original intent of the Creator, I'm going to uncover and discover my purpose. You're going to uncover and discover your purpose that's contained within the purpose of all of humanity.
Whew.
You have
Wow.
a part to play.
Yeah.
Now you get to this.
Hmm.
This is something that's very important.
Yes, sir.
Because we have to deal, notice we talk about the system that you've been socialized and modified in. How many times have you heard us talk about that?
Yes,
The
sir.
systems that we've been socialized and modified in. The first system that will have to do with our development is our families. That's the first system that we're introduced to.
Mhm.
But
Yep.
once we leave that, we get to a place where we are introduced to a world that's outside of the world that we're used to. It's
Mhm.
called the culture.
Mhm.
So we come from one culture, we're introduced to another culture. That culture doesn't hold the values that we were introduced to in the culture that we were formed in originally. So
Mhm.
now I'm going to be introduced to some other stuff. Now, this is the thing that's
Mhm.
so I'll say difficult, if you will. When we become of age and we can listen, one of the things that we begin to do is let something tell us a vision, television.
Yeah.
That introduces us to other cultures. And what do we see?
Whew.
Poverty over here,
Yeah.
poverty over there, division, separation, fighting, wars, this color against that color, this
Yeah.
nationality against that nationality. You see,
Yeah.
division, separation, fear,
Right.
envy, jealousy, strife,
Yeah.
culture shock.
Yep. Yep.
Now your mind is being infiltrated with stuff that you had not been introduced to before.
Yeah.
So what's happening to the spirit of your mind? You don't like this person because their skin color is not the same as yours.
Right.
You don't like this person because their nationality is not the same as yours. When they speak, oh, they speak with a different dialogue, a different accent. They're different from me. They're not like I am. And you
Right.
can be in the same country. You're from the
Yeah.
north, they're from the south. What in the world is that? Why they talk like that when they talk? You
Right.
see? Now
Right.
you start to build biases and
Yep.
prejudices.
Yep.
That person hasn't done anything to you
Yeah, exactly.
because a culture that we're introduced to,
Yeah.
watch this, shapes and molds us to have odds with people who don't act like us, look like us, sound like us.
Wow.
Now you have to renew the spirit of your mind. That's the process of transformation and the power. The power of transformation will bring you into unity, the way that we were created to have unity by the Creator. We're going to get back to it. See, it all ties in.
Yep.
It ties in. Now, the world systems operate on the frequency of fear, lack,
Mhm.
division,
Mhm.
outrage, and pain. The world system.
Mhm.
Hey, I've been giving attention to this thing this morning now. The
Yes, sir.
world system operates on a frequency of fear, lack, division, outrage, and pain and panic.
Yeah.
Here it is. If you consume, watch it, if you consume the constant bombardment of toxic cultural trends, your mind will conform to it
Right.
because that's what you're consuming.
Yep.
So now your mind conforms to what you consume because what you consume tells you a vision. Will you allow it to become your vision? So let's get down to it. Let's fix it. Renewing the mind is the activity, watch this now, is the active, continuous process.
Mhm.
Renewing the spirit of your mind is the active, continuous process of tearing down the old and replacing it with the new. Tearing down an
Mhm.
old mindset. An old mindset of what? Fear, lack,
Mhm.
division, envy, jealousy, strife, outrage, anger. animosity,
Yeah.
feeling less than,
Yeah.
a distorted I factor because you don't think you equal up to because something has told you a vision and said you didn't equal up to. Why? Because you stayed in this neighborhood, you stayed
Yeah.
across the track.
Yeah. Yeah, Doc.
hmm Your skin color says that you're less than someone else whose skin color isn't like yours.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't go to the right school.
Mm-hmm.
You see how the bombardment of things outside that you can't control.
Right.
But if you allow that thing to enter your mind, it will impregnate your subconscious mind, which will
Mm-hmm.
impregnate your subconscious spirit. And what will you give birth to? Let's
Yeah.
conclude this thing now. So watch this. Renewing the mind
Yes,
is
sir.
the active, continuous process of tearing down the old, replacing it with the new. Transformation isn't positive thinking.
Right.
Let's
Got
get
that right.
that together.
Yes, sir.
Transformation isn't positive thinking.
No, sir.
Renewing the spirit of your mind isn't positive thinking. Transformation is bringing now, this is going to mess you up.
Yeah.
Transformation is bringing your physical, logical reality into complete submission to your spiritual reality. Physical, logical reality into complete submission to your spiritual reality. That's your I factor. Because
Mm-hmm.
when your physical, logical reality and everything that involves you physically, psychologically, emotionally, mentally, when you bring all that into, watch this now, your spiritual reality,
Mm-hmm.
then
Mm-hmm.
you're going to remember whose image and likeness you were created in. When you remember whose image and likeness you were created in, you're going to come to the realization that when you were created without flaws,
Mm-hmm.
without, watch this now, without psychological flaws,
Mm-hmm.
emotional flaws, spiritual flaws, mental flaws, relational flaws. There were no flaws.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way that you were created. So your I amness from the essence of whose image and likeness you were created in is flawless. How do you now get yourself to function and operate in that? You go back and read where your creator said there's something that's there. So when I come into the awareness of my I amness,
Mm-hmm.
and I am created in the image and likeness of the Creator, then I understand that I am fearfully and wonderfully made. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. But
Yes, sir.
what flawed you? What caused you to fall from that place of your I amness? What's been telling you the vision? What have you been consuming that's consumed you? Yeah. Now, come on, you got to deal with it.
Yeah.
What have you consumed that you have allowed to consume you? And that thing has
Yeah.
shaped and molded your reality. And now you're walking in the manifestation of something and someone who you're not.
Wow.
Be not conformed, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, by the renewing and the awakening of your I amness, so that you
Mm-hmm.
can be who you were created to be. And when you do that, remember to always out love, out serve, and out forgive each other. Optimum blessings to you.
Man, Doc, powerful. Another masterclass there, Doc. You just gave another mini masterclass to the folks out there. Hope y'all understand that today. Hey, Doc, I want to let people know this is for all of humanity. Everybody on the planet can benefit from
Everybody.
this. Everybody, no matter where you're from on the planet, you can benefit from this process and from this teaching today. No doubt about it. Matter of fact, I was taking some notes, Doc, trying to take notes. I just need to go back and listen to everything again. That's what I need to do. But that word deliberate was very powerful for me today, Doc. Delivered. You got to be delivered. And
Yeah.
guess what, Doc? Not only do you have to be delivered in the process of transformation, but you can't complain about it. You can't start complaining about being delivered in the process. So, folks, I love this process. It's transforming my life. Also, too, you got to be intentional. As Doc brought out too today, you got to be intentional in this process. And Doc, I just wrote down too. I don't think I got it the way I want it yet, but anyway, positive thinking, man. Woo, man. Positive thinking will let your triggers react. positive thinking can let your triggers react, but transformation help you respond and control your triggers. I love
Yeah,
the
because
difference there.
transformation isn't positive thinking.
Yeah,
See,
exactly.
we've been shaped and molded to think
Yeah.
that.
Oh, absolutely. I went to a lot of events with positive thinking, change your thinking. Didn't help me one bit when I look back. It helped a little bit, but not too much.
Yeah. I mean, 'cause I can think positively. Look, watch
Yeah,
this. You can sit on your blessed assurance and think positively and do nothing.
that's exactly right, sir. Yep.
Do
It's like
nothing.
that. That's right. That plumbing's still leaking. That's still leaking. You sitting there watching it.
So your positive thinking say, I'm gonna fix it.
Right.
But you
Yeah.
haven't fixed it and it's been leaking for a year.
That's right. Or you may say it'll fix itself. You believe that maybe. It ain't gonna happen.
Well, I hope you ain't that bad. Yeah.
Oh, it ain't that bad. But some people say, well, it'll fix itself. No, no, it ain't gonna fix itself, folks. Anyway, get the plumber over to the house and you'll be all right.
Now notice what you continue, what you allow to continue when it's broken and damaged
Right.
gets worse and then it fosters damage in other areas.
Yeah. Yeah, Doc. I just thought about a flat tire, Doc. You can't be riding that flat tire for long after you hit it and it gets flat. You better stop, folks, or you're gonna tear some other stuff up.
Okay, what's the flat tire going to do?
Woo, it's gonna first of all tear that rim up.
There you go. See, first
Tear
the
that
rubber.
rim up.
So
Yep.
you can see you're going to rubber because
Woo.
it's already damaged. Now it'll protect it for a minute, then it's
Yep.
gone. Now you're on the rim.
Don't want to do it, folks.
You
Yes,
mess with
sir.
the rim. Now the rim's connected to something else. See, and it starts to. Oh
Yep.
man, come on.
Yeah, absolutely,
Good
Doc.
point. Good point. Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought about that, Doc. We deal with that all the time as far as our maintenance on our cars, and we know what not to do. So we got to do it right.
Wow.
I don't want
Yeah.
that extra expense, man. We don't need that extra expense. You can't blame the guy who was charging $1,000 when I could have stopped it at 500 or
Yeah,
whatever.
and see, and
But
so that's how the renewing, the
yeah,
transformation, and all that takes
yeah,
place. See,
yeah.
but we just
Oh,
use that analogy so that
yeah,
people can connect to that. But it gets
I,
back to the transformational aspect of it.
yeah,
Your
abs-
mind, renewing the spirit of your mind, and
yeah.
your internal I amness.
Amen. And
Yeah,
ladies, and you're gonna need a coach, guys. You're gonna need a coach. You just don't can't jump in this by yourself. I know y'all are very smart and brilliant people out there, but you really need a coach. You need a teacher, trainer, mentor, and all the above. So Doc's on Facebook. You guys want to get in touch with him to set up appointments and also even invite him for speaking engagements around the globe as well. So he's on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well. If you guys need to get in touch with him and can't find him, let me know. But you can just Google, really, just Google his name, guys, and you'll get him. He'll pull up everything on him. He's even on LinkedIn as well, folks, as well. So, but if you got any problems, let me know. I'll be glad to share it with you. I want to encourage you guys that have large organizations, associations, and groups and meetings that require speakers, periodically throughout the year. Invite Doc to come talk to your people, man. I don't care if it's organization, church, don't matter, folks. Anybody where you have a gathering of wonderful people, believe me, they will benefit. Men's ministries, men coming together, even women coming together, invite them out and talk to you, have them talk to you, your group about the power of transformation, optimum blessings, all the above, the optimum return, all the above, or whatever topic you guys agree on. But he's a great teacher and trainer and mentor in this area, certified folks in these areas. And that's very, very important to know as well. So guys, please contact us if you need us. We'll be glad to entertain that time. Also, too, guys, get your budgets out, okay? It's not free. So please get that budget together. So, folks, we got to remind them of that, Doc, that if you got
man.
budgets, you need to put that together for them, contact them, and y'all work out those details and invite them to come talk to your people as well. Wow.
You know, I was talking to someone this past weekend in California. Has a powerful tool. I'll tell you about it when we get off
Yes, sir.
briefly because I know you have some other things. I have some things too,
Yeah.
but it's powerful. It's powerful, and it's going to require an investment, but it is powerful. But I was doing something earlier. Let me tell you this question. People talk about Chat
Yeah.
GPT, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Raving about it, right?
Right.
So I said, okay. I asked a question.
Mm-hmm.
I said, why are you inaccurate when it comes to scripture and theological issues?
Ooh, ooh, Doc, that's a good one.
ChatGPT responded
Yeah.
because it's not geared to lie to you now.
No.
He
Wow.
said, that's a fair question. And honestly, it's an important one. This is
Oh,
ChatGPT's
oh, really? It
response.
said that. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
this is his
Sound
response.
like a human being.
Then it says, here's the reality. I'm
Wow.
not a theologian. I'm a
Oh,
language model.
oh.
I don't have personal belief, revelation, or spiritual
Ooh.
discernment.
Ha
I
ha.
generate
Wow.
responses
That's
based
something.
upon patterns from the Bible, various translations,
Yeah.
theological writings across many denominations, general language data. Because of that, I
Wow.
can reflect many interpretations, but I don't hold one as truth the way a pastor, scholar, or spirit-led
Ooh.
believer might.
You may not even get that from a human being, to be honest, like that.
You won't
Gee.
get that honesty.
No,
But
that was
I
good.
asked them,
Yeah, that's good, Doc. That's really good.
and ChatGPT responded, said, and see, notice this.
Yeah,
And it said theology isn't always unanimous.
that's right. That's exactly
See,
right.
you have to, so you got, but see,
Yeah,
there are some sources, there are some things that are
yeah,
built
yeah,
that will give you adequate responses based upon your beliefs
yeah,
that depend upon who you are.
yeah,
Denominational beliefs and all that stuff.
yeah,
There's some tools that are
yeah,
built that will give you
yeah,
accurate responses.
yeah, absolutely.
I mean accurate.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Amen. That's
Now you're
great.
gonna have to pay for it, see,
Oh, yeah.
because it's
Yeah,
not free. Chat GPT is free.
right.
Now,
Exactly.
I think there are some things you can pay for, but
Yeah,
most
you
of it's
can get a
free.
subscription if you
And
want.
people have a tendency to go for the free and not
Right,
invest.
right,
And when you invest, see, it takes you to another level.
right.
Transformation requires an investment.
Yes, it does. Every day,
Yeah,
Doc.
yeah.
Every hour, actually,
I
every
know
hour.
we have to go. So optimum blessings to you
Yeah,
all.
thank you so much. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, share this out. I want you guys to share this out with all your social media platforms as well. You never know. This is a global network, guys. So we talk about folks all around the globe follow us. So thank you so much for that. TikTok family, you guys are always in the double digits. So thank you. Sometimes triple digits on certain topics as well. So thank you so much for that. But please share this out on all your social media platforms, guys. And we thank you in advance. Hey, we're here normally around 12 noon on Mondays and Fridays, and we're just excited about you guys being with us today. Appreciate your time, Doc. Thank you for your time today. Powerful.
Optimum blessings and thank you.
Amen. Y'all, if nothing else, guys, y'all thank Doc for that mini master class for the day. If nothing else, hit him up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. Just say thank you, Doc. He just gave you a free master class today, guys. Y'all should be paying for this, really. Really. But anyway, Doc, thank you so much, guys. Just having a little fun with y'all. But seriously, though, guys, y'all learn more about the power of transformation and the transformation. It'll literally change your entire life. And you may learn a few things too. Well, Doc, maybe learn a few things. Take care, everybody. Doc, thank you so much.
Optimum blessings. Thank you.
Bye bye, everybody.